all those trading ideas. Just want to point out in the broader market, Ujjivan Small Finance Bank has been making some moves, so that's still up a bit. These chemical and fertilizer stocks were up yesterday as well. So I don't know today if after the opening there's some profit taking which happens in some of these names like GHCL, etc. I mean, they were up yesterday, big time. So there could be some profit taking on the news today. That would be my thought process, Lata.
No.
And of course, on the Nifty, UPL is the stock that of course we'll be tracking. Yeah.
No, Anuj, actually on that, Lakshman has just tweeted that the chemical issue may or may not be taken up today. So, it was slated to be, but if it's not, there could be enough reasons. As you point out, people may have been already long as well. 10:30 is the cabinet meeting. We will know then. Okay, we'll get back to stocks in a minute. Allow the pre-opening to settle down. Meanwhile, we have a company joining us, and this is in relation to what Aurangabad has announced. 2 days back, they announced a strict lockdown starting July 10th, that's Friday, and going on till the 18th. Auto ancillary companies like Endurance Technologies have plants there. And since it's going to be a complete closure of plants during the lockdown, we wanted to know the impact on their own business and on other businesses whom they supply to. Ramesh Gehani, ED and Chief Operating Officer at Endurance, joining us on the phone line. Good morning, Mr. Gehani. Thanks much. Just wanted to ask you how much of your stuff comes from the Waluj plant, and won't that disrupt the OEM guys as well?
Good morning, Lata. Yes, this lockdown is definitely going to have some rippling effects onto the industry as well as the auto hub, the ancillaries which are sitting over here. The people who are coming from the city are quite a bit, and all the bus arrangements, which I believe, although the notifications and guidelines have not come so far, but I believe that the restriction will be there from people traveling from the city to the industrial area that is Waluj. So the production will be practically coming down to a grinding halt, which will have a serious impact on the industry as far as performance is concerned, because the auto industry works on, or the supply chain works on, a certain pattern of stock building and warehousing. So if you look into what the OEM stock is, somewhere around 1 day, the go down stocks would be around 3 to 4 days, depending on which location you put your local go down. And then you've got 1 or 2 days stocks at your WIP. So if you lock down for roughly 8 days, which they are going to do, it's actually draining up the entire inventory, and then building that back up is going to be a big challenge.
Mr. Gehani, I have 2 questions. One, how much of your stuff goes to people in Waluj, like say Bajaj Auto, who anyway are not functioning and so may not feel the pinch, and how much goes outside?
Well, see, we are sitting at the tier 1 level. We've got SOBs, share of business, close to 80% with other customers, as well as in Bajaj Auto for our transmission, braking and suspension part. Now, but since Bajaj Auto would be closed at Aurangabad, it will not have much impact over there, but certain parts may go from here to Pantnagar and here to Chakan. So, and that is Chakan is Pune. So in case we switch off, which we will have to do, there will be some impact on Chakan plants. As far as my OEMs outstation are concerned, yes, it is down south and even north and Gujarat. Gujarat we are not really worried about, because we've got local plants over there and we've got a local supply chain. So it's not going to impact much. But yes, down south to Royal Enfield and others, there will be some impact.
Okay, Mr. Gehani, no chance that there will be a municipality rethink on this? I guess all of you would have made representations, but 10th to 18th stands, you think, or is it still open to some discussion?
See, I haven't received any guidelines or notifications so far. I don't think, because during the meeting which was there with the joint meeting with the commissioner, I think he made it loud and clear that he's going to switch off the industry. How good or bad that decision is, I can't comment on that, because the COVID scare is a bit too much. Although I'm not worried about the spikes, because the exit plan was defined that way, was designed that way, that people move around. And now when people are moving around in groups and bunches in the cities, they are not following the true discipline that one should. And that's why the spread sees a bit spikes. But I don't think that they're going to withdraw this or give any relaxations, except for some essential services which they may allow, as they did last time.
Mr. Gyani, yes, that's the kind of feedback we got from Bajaj Auto as well. That's one side of the story for sure. But, I think the concern right now is going to be that is this an Aurangabad specific problem, and do you think the authorities there are getting very concerned that they're imposing a lockdown again, or is it something that could be replicated elsewhere as well across the country where the auto supply chain is present significantly?
See, auto industry has got hubs all across, like Aurangabad, Pune, in south it's Sriperumbudur and other places, and in Gujarat. So these are very prominent hubs in which all the auto ancillaries and auto supply chain is there. Any one place where you lock down, okay, and the states have got that authority to do so, any one place where you lock down, it has a ripple effect on other areas. Now, if other states also start doing that, and then whatever you produce over here, you can't sell over there. So I think it's a multiple effect. The moment one state takes a decision, it has an impact on the overall industry.
Now, does this mean anybody is asking for renegotiation of contracts? Is this affecting your P&L in a fashion other than just the total volume?
No, not really. See, renegotiating contracts, see, everybody's in the same state. If I look into Waloj, everybody's in the same state. Okay. We have started from zero revenues in April and then moving upwards. Okay. It was a good sign that the pent-up demand was there. The people were hoping for a V-shaped recovery, although I thought that it's going to be U because, we have stayed in the sump for quite a bit. But nevertheless, the scene ahead or the schedules was quite promising. So I was pretty confident for a V-shaped recovery for even auto industry.
Okay.
Now, if we go on lockdowns like this, then it's going to be really challenging.
Okay. What is the capacity utilization as of today?
As I told you that in July, we were expecting some around 55 to 60% of capacity utilization, but now that's going to be impacted further.
All right, Mr. Gyani, we will invite you for a slightly longer discussion. We are heading into a market opening, but you have alerted us to everything that the government also should be alert to. Thank you very much for joining us. Okay, Anuj, the pre-opening has settled down a little mild. I mean, it's just about 0.2% uptick on the Nifty. Take it away.
Yes, 18 points higher on the Nifty and about 72 higher on the Bank Nifty. Let's see. Keep in mind, we've had a one-way run. But Ashwini, if we open here, what's the call on the index and what's your 910 call?
See, basically, if you see yesterday and say second half of day before, we were making a sort of a box and we are opening above that box. So basically, it depends on how well the banks push up from here. If we stay above broadly 10, 800, 810, I think the market should move further. And as we go higher, the number of shorts go on increasing. So that way, that sort of support should be in. Intraday stop level could be around 10,750 for bullish positions. 914 IndusInd Bank, that is a buy with a stop at about 520, look for 555.
Okay, that's Ashwini's 910 call. Sudarshan, what would be your advice at 910?
Well, stay long, and if you want to take a fresh position, buy 10,800 call options for 16 July next week. There are no intraday trades today. It could be a choppy market given the way the market is opening. So these are both carry forward trades. HCL Tech is a buy with a stop at 563 and a target of 623.
Okay, well, you know what, the Bank Nifty would be the index to focus on. IndusInd Bank, which was up yesterday based on news. It will be interesting to see if there's some sell-on news today or continuation of those gains. And in the broader market, there are a couple of stocks, hotel stocks, by the way, continuing their gains. Mitesh, what would be your 910 call?
I would choose a long or buy call on Chola Finance with a stop at 209 for a first target of 222.
Okay, thanks a lot for that. At the moment, the IT stocks are taking a backseat. Kotak Mahindra Bank is not participating in the rally much. Any thoughts, Ashwini? Avoid, better stick to ICICI and Axis for trading gains?
See, Kotak will also participate, but it participated earlier. So right now in this sort of a move, the worse the bank, the better it's likely to do. So IndusInd, RBL, these sort of banks will outperform these, top rung A-listers. So that is where you have to look for, because the short covering is very predominant in these kind of stocks.
I just wanted to ask you on Bandhan Bank as well. It saw a massive rally yesterday along with Bajaj Finance, I think 10.5% or something.
See, again, Bandhan Bank is your type of stock which is likely to do well. M&M Financial, these sort of stocks where people had written off things. So my sense is Bandhan Bank could get back towards 500 in this sort of a run.
Okay, yes, but you know what, let's see. A lot of these stocks had very poor delivery volumes, Lata, yesterday, and we're opening at yesterday's high. So let's see. I mean, it's just been, fueled by liquidity, but things are getting, quite,
Overheated.
toppish right now.